Still feeling the side effects of his mystery illness, Peter Parker has nightmares about Morbius. After waking in a sweat and convincing his roommate Harry that he's okay, he swings away as Spider-Man in search of the vampire, who has been laying low since the last time they fought. Spidey figures that visiting Hans Jorgensen is his best bet, as Morbius will eventually go there. And he's right, Morbius does go there and kidnaps Professor Jorgensen, and Spider-Man arrives just in time to be caught red-handed, and have the kidnapping blamed on him. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is Marvel Team Up issue 4, and then the X-Men. In Westchester, Professor Charles Xavier learns the news about the kidnapping, and since Hans was a friend of his, he psychically calls his students to him, his X-Men, and orders them to investigate. And this investigation apparently involves attacking Spider-Man, and so our hero suddenly finds his webbing snagged by Angel or frozen by Iceman. And when he fights back, he finds himself blasted by kinetic energy from Cyclops and then psychically held in place by Jean Grey. And with his illness, the fight proves too much, and Spider-Man passes out. When the X-Men return with him, Professor X is able to dive into his mind and learn that Spider-Man was not responsible for the kidnapping, but it was actually a vampire named Morbius. The Professor also learns about Spider-Man growing extra arms, and how he used an enzyme from Morbius to cure him of this. But that enzyme is killing Spider-Man, and they need both Morbius and Hans Jorgensen to save him. So the X-Men fly out again in a race against time, and find Morbius feasting on someone. Morbius is able to easily dispatch the 3 men of the party, and he grabs Jean Grey to use as a hostage, holding her between himself and Cyclops' kinetic blasts. But Cyclops shoots instead at a mirror behind Morbius, reflecting his blast and knocking the vampire out. With Morbius unconscious, Professor X psychically reaches out, using Jean Grey as a conduit to probe into Morbius' mind and find the location of Professor Jorgensen. With his location found, they return back, with Morbius and the Professor, and Spider-Man wakes to find that his condition has been cured, thanks to the help of everyone in the room. Happy to be alive and grateful for the help, Spider-Man leaps out of bed, kisses Jean Grey, and smashes out of a window, bizarrely to everyone's delight. Thanks for watching, and thanks to my patrons listed here for supporting the channel. Next week, Spider-Man finds himself in the middle of a gang war, but until that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. The end of this issue teases the Eye of the Basilisk, but that's not what the next issue is about. In fact, the Basilisk doesn't appear until issue 16. I can't find anything to prove this, but maybe the story was delayed for some unknown reason.